Okay, so all right, so just a minute, please. Send us to pages. Okay, so we're having a wrap for the year 2025, how we have done, as a community, and what is expected of us for the year 2026. All right, so I'm going to be asking a couple of questions, and please, I need your videos on if possible. If you're not at work, I need your videos on because this is more or less like a meeting. I'm going to be asking every one of us will be answering the question. So we're in this community, so we have to be accountable to everyone to ourselves, right? So every one of us will be answering the question. Okay, can you hear me? I'm saying okay. Nobody's responding.
Sorry, I can hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay, sir. We can hear you.
Okay, so please, if you cannot, please, your video will really be needed because I want to see your face. I want to talk to you. I'm going to be talking to everyone on this call. All right. So Tolu is at the top of my list. I'm seeing Tolu here. So Tolu, I'm going to be starting with you in this meeting. All right. Before we come to that, 2025 has indeed been an amazing year for us. We started towards the end of the year and we're able to push a little bit and God helping us. Some of us have, joined the train and actually moving and running with it. The essence of what we are doing is number one, to ensure financial discipline for every one of us, to ensure financial discipline. Because when you are not accountable to anyone, anything is bound to happen. You can choose to do whatever because you feel that you're not accountable or you believe that you're not accountable to anyone. But when there's accountability, when there is stewardship, there's a real possibility that you tend to be more careful in doing some things because why? You definitely have to give account of what you have done. Just like someone being in government and they say, okay, at the end of 4 years, what have you done? Let's see your books. For those that works in the bank, Sister Eso can tell. They will say, let's see your book. When you work from morning till evening, they will look at your accounts, call over your accounts, do your balance sheet and all of that. Balance your account before you go home. So if your account is not balanced, you're going to be stuck on that seat for a very long time. All right. So that is why we have this community. It's not about broken, trying to know everything about you. That is not what it is. It is about every one of us being accountable to ourselves. Because money, especially in this Canada that we are, money is very hard to stay because the bills are not smiling. Nothing is smiling in this country. The bills, as money is coming, that is how it's going. If you sit down without, tracking things, you will just be angry with yourself. Just like when CRO shows you how much you have made for the year 2025, and you will not be asking yourself, where did this money go? Right? I've made almost 90,000 in the year 2025, but I cannot account of any of this money. There is no savings in my account. There is no investment. And if you look at your transfer app, if you get the report for every one of them, you realize that all those money you are sending 1,500, that you have sent more than 30,000, most time 20,000 to one person in a full year. Whereas you that you are working the money, you cannot account of anything for yourself. Or even if you do accounts, you can even account for like 10% or 20% of the total sum you have made in a year in an investment account. All right. So that doesn't make sense at all, which is why we have this community to be able to hold ourselves accountable. What are you doing in this month? What have you done in this month? Let's see. Is any way you need help? You need guidance. I can remember talking with a colleague over the week, and he said something to me that okay, something a conversation started, and we talked about investment, and I told him about the community. The young man is a Muslim, and he screamed and said to me that this conversation is really what he needs now, because he has been in this country for a while and he cannot account of anything for himself. So I asked him, okay, what happened? How do you manage your money? He said responsibilities here and there. I said, okay, what is the responsibility about? Who and who are you? You have how many children? He said he doesn't have any, it's just siblings, more parents, and what have you. So I had to sit him down. I started teaching him on how to manage black tax, how to manage all of that. Because whether you like it or not, responsibilities will always be there. If you are single and you're complaining of responsibilities, wait until you get married. All right? Wait until you get married. Because there will never be a time that you will look back and say there's no responsibility. There will never be a time. If you don't have that for your immediate family, there will be friends around you that need help. There will be people around you that need. So there will always be one. So it is very important that you look at things, plan out things, and strategize on way forward and say, okay, with all of this has to go into this account. Because once you give excuse this month, you give excuse next month, there's a possibility in the third month that you give excuse. On the fourth month, you give excuse. Before you know it, for like 6 months, you have not even invested anything. I can remember talking to a colleague when I started this whole investment stuff. I remember talking to him, and we were just in our office in HSC, and two of them, I told them about it. They said, wow, they are interested. So I helped them to open the accounts. They funded the account. I think that was $100. They funded the accounts. One of them automated his own for $100 deduction every paycheck. I think 1 month, either monthly or paycheck, I remember. Then the other one said, okay, he will do it later. This is how many months down the line. Last month, I think late last month, the one that did not automate called me, and he was telling me, say, bros, it's been a while. How you doing? I said, I'm good. I said, this investment stuff, he was talking to the other guy that automated his own. So at the time of conversation, that one had up to 1,000 plus in his investment account. Well, he doesn't even have anything. It was just that one that he funded account with that's still in the account till now. I said, okay. So in course of conversation, I told him what I had in my investment account, and the young man screamed. He said, how? I said, okay. It's because you are not intentional about it. That is why. Please, just a minute, please. I said, that is why. So that is why you are saying what you're saying. You're not intentional about it. All right. So he said, okay, that he's using his money to buy properties, and he is a Ghanaian. He's using his money to buy stuff in Ghana. I said, okay, if you sell these properties you have in Ghana, I convert the money to dollar, how much is that? And he smiled and said, that's true. I said, I also have list of properties in Nigeria. But one of the regrets, if I'll call it regret, is that if I had started investing long time, I would have had more liquid investments that I can be able to convert to Naira, and I will have more words to it. So that out of the way, or about me out of the way, we have to look at what every one of us have done. How far, did we go, or have we gone No, is the English correct? All right. How far we have gone, with our investment for the year 2025. And thereafter, I'll give us a heads up for the year 2026, the projection. And I also be requesting every one of us, you're going to be writing down your investment target for the year 2026. Remember, I said investment target, not your savings target. How much you tend to invest for the year 2026. Then we're going to work around it. Every one of us will have to, we must have a target of how much you want to invest. Minimum. We don't have maximum, but we just say minimum this amount. All right. So that's that. So Tolu, or do anyone have any question? Let's start from there. Do you have any question? All right. Please, there is something I'm going to be doing now. I want everyone to unmute their video. If there's any reason why you cannot unmute your video, Sister Maureen, I understand your case, but apart from her, please, I need everyone's video to be unmuted. Please. Because we're in a meeting that's, a whole lot of things concerning 2026 are going to be discussed. And I'm discussing stuff with us. This is not a presentation. This is like, having a conversation with every one of us. So if you're here and you're doing something else or you're not concentrating, then there's no need of being in the meeting, right? It's better you pay attention to what is important. So please, I need everyone's video to be unmuted. Your mic can be muted. When you want to speak, you can unmute your mic, but I need the video cameras to be unmuted, please. Because I might have to be removing people that their video cameras are not muted. Please. Please, please, everyone. Please let our video cameras be on, please. Okay. Because of the conversation, if I see your video camera is not on, unless you chat me privately, I'm going to be removing you. All right. Sorry about that, but this is a very important meeting. And I trust that you also deem this meeting to be important. That is why you're here. Please forgive me if I'm being kind of straight today. Okay, so I'm going to be starting with Tolu. How has it been for the year 2025? Your mic is muted, Tolu. Tolu, your mic is muted. We can't hear you. I know you're speaking. I'm seeing your mouth moving, but can't hear you.
All right, yeah, I found it.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
So what was the question again, sir?
I said, how has it been? How has it been for 2025?
2025. Yeah, 2025 is good. Yeah. But the question is not specific enough. It's just like one answer. 2025 well, to my own knowledge. I think it's good. It's not bad. It's not bad anyway. So it's good.
Okay, so your investments, well, before you joined the community, how was it? And now, what is the journey so far?
Okay. Before I joined this community, I wasn't really serious, but I'm just someone who is keen on savings, like you don't spend all of your money, I know that. So I just didn't take it serious, like taking account. I just do it like, but since I joined this group, I've been deliberate, that's the word. So I keep track and then yeah, that's it. Then keep track of my spendings, of my investment, of how much I want to save. So things like that has been deliberate.
All right. So in your investment account, is it automated like bi-weekly or
Ah,
investment and how is it?
no, it's not automated yet.
So what we're going to do is we have to automate your investments. All right. The automation doesn't mean that if you want to invest more, that you cannot invest more. But you should have an account that, like, let me tell you something about me this month. I didn't feel like investing this month at all. Not that I didn't feel like financially, I didn't feel like investing this month. All right. Because I had a lot of things on my plate. I didn't feel like, but because there were automation already in the system, and I went and paused a particular one. I didn't know that the other ones were still on. Before I know it, even today, they debited me today. Like this month, they have debited me twice. My wife will say, but I thought you paused this. I said, me, I also thought I did. But either way, it's still for good, right? So whether I like it or not, the system is saying you have to invest irrespective of what the situation is. So your investment need to be automated. Might be as a minimum of 100 bucks in a paycheck, but let there be a system that whether you like it or not, something has to leave. Then you can now say, okay, I want to be investing more. I have surplus this month. What am I doing with the money? Let me throw it in investment, right? So this is one of the things that you need to take note of. Then your budgeting.
I tried for this one. I don't know. Did I kick off? Let me see. Just a minute. Let me check. I think I tried this month. Like, yeah, but the budgeting part. Well, we're still on 29, so the month was not. I started this month, so the month is yet to end.
The month for me, the month has already ended.
Um,
All
I
right.
don't know. There can be some expenses that I can tell.
There's I did what's it called? Or should I just completed this afternoon. I'm still working on it. Maybe I'm just fine tuning a budgeting sheet. So I had one I did last year. I think I sent it to some of us that requested for it. So, but this year I kind of added stuff and made it more robust as to what I need. So maybe if you have access to it, you might customize it to what you need, but it's automated that in everything you'll be seeing your money like this. You'll be seeing how much is going, how much is going. You'll be
Is it
seeing,
different from the one you sent to us?
no, this one I just did it to, I just completed it today.
Okay.
Maybe I just have one or two fine tuning to do on it. So this one is Excel sheet, but it's kind of everything on that Excel is automated. All right. So as you put any value, you'll be seeing everything. You'll be seeing everything. So, and I'm hearing myself. Is it from Peru? So, and the 2025, for those that will be carrying going to 2026 with negative balance, you're going to be seeing it there. So what I mean by negative balance, you have your credit card, those money, your credit card they have not paid. All of those will fall under negative balance. So balance brought, is it balance? Sister, so is it balance brought forward or balance carried forward? Which one?
Balance carried forward.
Thank you so much.
But that's accounting. I'm not an accountant.
All of us are not accounting, but we have knowledge of accounting. All right. So I have that. So kind of automated that so that if you are carrying a negative balance to 2026, you'll be able to see that. Then as you try to clear that, you see that affect your total balance in what you either your monthly is or what's the total you're owing and all of that. So if you're owing money, you also have a section for debt repayments where if you're owing somebody, you can be able to see that there. So maybe for those that will need it, I'll have to send it to you, but you have to customize that to your need because there might be a lot of things that you don't need in there. So because for me or my family, everything, all of our expenditures must be in that Excel. We don't have anything, any expenditure outside this, the budgeting sheet. Even the that if we visit someone that put to bed and we have to gift the baby, we have that in the budgeting sheets. So we budget for that every month. All right. So for those that will need that. And for you, Tolu, this you tried. There's improvement. I'm seeing improvements as against last time we had a chat. So you need to, just like we said, start buying stuff and bulk. Go to shops that you need to buy things cheaper. Then buy them and cook. Long time, you cook plenty. It will save you a lot. All right. Not that you want to buy cook today, you go to what is the name of that your supermarket?
Yes.
So with that, you're going to be spending more. All right. Someone will say this is stinginess. This is not stinginess. All right. This is being wise. If God has given you enough, even God is not happy with wastage. God is not happy with wastage. You have to be prudent with finance. If God has given you, you should be accountable for the ones that He has given you. All right. So thank you so much. And also, lastly, for you, money for people at home. Do you have a fixed and defined amount for them now? Because I know last time we spoke, it was kind of like this.
I think so.
Okay. So you think so? You don't know.
No. The thing is, yes, I do.
Okay. So it's very important. You have for your parents at home, for those that it is mandatory that you must send them something every month. Have something defined that you need to be sending to them. So you put it in your budgeting sheet and say, okay, this amount have to go to these people. And also for the people that are not mandatory monthly, they can fall under your donation, your gifts, which you have budget for. And it's not necessarily that you must utilize it every month. If you don't utilize it, use it for something else, or just have it saved somewhere or put it to your investment if you don't utilize it. All right. So thank you so much, Mr. Tolu. This is improvement. By 2026, we expect to see more. All right.
Hopefully, yeah. Thank you, sir.
How is your dividend? Your dividend is entering every month.
Yes, so it is.
Yeah, this December dividend
gradually.
was good. I was receiving dividend almost every day this December. All right. So thank you so much. All of you there just hiding. Who would like call next? Abdul.
Yes, sir.
Are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
So we're answering a question on our financial journey for 2025. How's it been for you?
I thank God. At the beginning it wasn't too well, but during the summer it improved. I started investing with your help and Brother Michael's help. I learned more about stocks and how to look at good stocks and what I should be looking for. And my investment is going well. I think what I need to work on more is my budgeting and saving. But with the investment side, I think it's going well.
Okay. Budgeting and savings. Okay. All right. So your investments is automated. You have a fixed amount that has to be invested, that you automated in a system that this has to be invested, whether come share.
No, well, see, I did have that, or I do somewhat have that, but um, I had it with a mutual fund. But to be honest, I didn't see any progress with the mutual fund. I saw more progress with my personal investments. So I had to stop, or I have to stop because I haven't stopped it yet, but I have to stop for the mutual fund and then um, make the auto deposit for the personal investments.
All right. So for mutual fund, there are one for the bankers or financial expert will tell us. It depends on the category because they have, I think, 3 layers of them: growth, aggressive growth, and what have you. So, and medium risk, high risk, and what have you. So it depends one on the category or what you choose. That's one. Secondly, mutual fund. Uh, there are things I don't want to say here because we're recording this, but it's good. That's what I would say. For the purpose of the recording we're going to be doing for those, probably might have to get online. So the details I won't be able to give here. But when we talk one-on-one, I'll be able to give those details. So, but generally, when you are investing for yourself and when someone is investing for you, they are two different things, right? Because you know your risk, you will be able to take your risk the way you want it. And when someone is investing for you, the reverse might be the case. And beside that, they have to charge you. They have to pay for their management fee or whatever they have to pay. So, but when you're investing for yourself, it's not the same. I can remember I started investing for mutual fund that was since 2023. And I can tell you, only one of my stocks has outweighed far more than how many percent outweighed what what they have made for mutual fund. Only one stocks. So it's a decision to make to where you want to put your stuff, but also know that the risk has to be factored in. The risk has to be factored in. All right.
Okay, sir.
For budgeting, what is the issue with budgeting?
The issue with budgeting, I suppose, I guess it would be keeping track. I think that's the main issue, keeping track of like usually I don't usually spend much, but just this past 2 months maybe I spend a lot. But usually I don't spend much. Usually it goes either to my investments. But this past 2 months I have spent more than I should.
Okay. It's okay. All of us at some point we overshoot. It's fine. But this 2026 we're going to, you have to be very intentional about your budgeting. For savings, basically savings is for emergency fund. So that if need be and you want to, there's something came up and you want to take care of it now, you just put on your emergency fund and take care of that. All right. So aside of that emergency fund, I don't think you need to have one money called savings. Is my belief. All right, because even a high savings account, you are still gonna get less.
Yeah.
So, but for emergency fund, put it in your high savings account, and let them give you at least better returns against what you're gonna get from your normal checking account. All right. So I think that's about that. But for budgeting, you really need to work on it intentionally. All right. You need to work on it because very soon a lot of money will be coming. A lot will be coming. So if you're not, consistent with the little you are doing now, it's gonna be a lot for you. Because I don't know if anyone have experienced this where you earn a lot and probably utilize it. You are so prudent with them, but at the end of the day, you're just like, what did I put this money on? What did I invest? What did I do with this money? You just feel that a lot have gone out of your pockets, but you cannot account of what's up with it. I don't know if anyone have had that kind of feel. So this house is quiet today. All right, maybe it's only me that I've had that kind of feel. Okay, so say yes. All right, thank you. So that is that. So thank you so much, Abdul. We need to work on your budgeting and trusting that, and also your automation. We need to work on your automation because the truth is that whether you like it or not, there will always be time when you don't feel like investing financially. There will always be time. So if there is no system that tracks you, before you realize that you have not invested for a while, it will be months. It will be months. So that's why you need to be kind of prudent with it. All right. Okay, so that's about Abdul. The stuff that I'm noting from you, I'm writing it down because all of these stuffs we are discussing, we have to take action. We're not just coming to talk and leave. We need to take action in all of this. All right. Okay. Obe.
Hello.
Why is your background dark? I know your room is not dark. So why is your background dark?
My room is dark.
Why is it dark? My friend, all your lights.
The light is so far away, though.
I want to see your face.
The light is so far away.
It's up there on your light. I want to see your face.
Let me open my window instead.
Open your window. Anyway, I want to see your face.
Okay. So,
We want to see your face. No, so
my face is showing now. Is it not showing?
I want to see your face. So we are not in a closed door meeting. We are in an open door meeting.
I did not see other people's face now.
Don't worry. For me, I want to see your own face. Please do save our time. Yeah, it's better now. Okay, so how has it been for 2025?
2025 has not been bad actually. For my budgeting and investing was actually pretty good for a while, but towards the last 3 months it fell down.
What threw it down?
Life happened. Life happened, and then I needed I was working on some things to help stabilize me a bit. So I needed some money for proof of funds. I needed money to be in my personal account for a long term. So I had to liquidify all my investments and just put it in my account. And then after using it for what I needed to use it for, temptation entered a bit, and some of the money was spent. Some of the money was spent, but again, I'm working towards rebuilding it back slowly in 2026. I already have most of it automated. I just post it for now until I settle the goal I'm currently working on. So once that's settled, I will continue it.
Okay. Has that document been approved? The one for...
Yes, it has.
Okay, thank God. You know the one I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a good news. Then the impulse buying, how far?
The impulse buying. So again, we just finished holiday. We just finished Christmas. So Christmas comes with its own impulse buying feeling.
Let me see your face. Put camera in your face and talk. You can showing us your work. Yes, go ahead.
Okay. So Christmas comes with its own impulse buying. Apart from Christmas, little shopping for Christmas, I don't think I've been buying things on impulse.
Okay. But Christmas doesn't come with impulse buying. That's wrong.
It also, you have to buy gifts for family, friends, family, friends again, sisters, brothers, cousins.
Okay. That's nice. As a broad lady, Abby, you want to buy a gift for the whole community. That's nice. Why is my own gift now? Since you are buying for your cousin, uncle, I didn't see any gift. Because it seemed there was so much to throw around.
There was not so much to throw around though.
Okay. So now for 2026, we're going to be addicted for your impulse buying. I'm just not talking about up there because we have talked about. If you have not watched the video for impulse buying, I don't know if I posted it on YouTube. Go and watch it. If you have not watched that video for impulse, that's a meeting for impulse buying. Please go and look at it, because just like we said, impulse buying is what what takes money from you or what throw into financial responsibility or debt is not those big stuff you buy with, like say $2,000. No, there are those small things you pay for, $10, coffee, buy this, buy that, all those small amounts. Those are the things that throw you off balance financially. So 2026, we have to really be responsible. That is why budgeting is important. So that if you are signing, okay, every month I have $50 for buying of clothes, for instance, all right, you know that, okay, every month you have $50. So if whatever you want to buy for that month, even if you want to use extra, know that you have used the money for the next month. So that with that, it will guide you to ensure that you don't just, go around throwing money around. Like you go to Walmart today and all you do, you just see, oh, this cloth is fine. And you went to Walmart not to go and buy clothes, but you just saw the cloth. This cloth is fine. You also need to tell yourself, my account is crying. And you walk out of that place. I love you, clothes, but my account is crying. I cannot flog my account this much. So you have to be very intentional. That's what we're saying. All right. Then the other
Yes, sir.
the other stuff, is there progress on it already?
So after the documents is meaning the main thing now to find it. But there's been no much progress so far. I'm guessing it's because of the whole festive period. There's not been any listing. So hopefully next year.
All right. That's good.
Well, I kept what was left and what I want to use for the closing. I kept it in my FHSA. So pending next year when everything settles. So that's the only kind of saving and investment I have right now.
That's fine. At least there's a progress somewhere. Okay. So we're going to leave you for now because we know that this stuff is kind of money consuming and trusting. We're going to pray for you to ensure that God favors you and to get that closed by January. So that's about you, but your own issue will be by January. Me and you will have to travel a lot with this, your impulse buying, and all the accounts needs to be rebuilt by January. All right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is about Okbe. And Shimwell, welcome, sir. Thank you for joining us today. Can you unmute, please? Where is your video? I'm going to see your face.
Can you not see my?
Yeah, we can see your face now. This handsome face. We've been praying for sisters that are single. We want to see for brothers that are single. All right.
Thank you, sir.
How has it been for 2025?
I haven't really. I think I joined the group later in the year, and I haven't really been consistent. This is actually my first meeting, so I guess I can only talk for my own personal
Okay.
journey. I've been looking at investments for a while, and thank God, the second half of this year, I really got into investing. From what I've heard so far, I think I've been a bit conservative in my investing. I usually focus on ETFs and high performance stocks like the Nvidias and the like. So right now, majority of my investments are, I would say 60% is in the Canadian ETF and the US ETF, with a bit of money sprinkled into crypto and other single stocks. So that's been my investment journey so far. With the budgeting, I think it keeps on getting better as the year progresses, but that's definitely an area that I want to develop more structure for sure, because it fluctuates from month to month. I'm good in tracking my spending, but I think I need to start focusing on planning my spending for sure.
It's nice.
And I don't remember the third one. There was a third. Was there? Investments and budgeting.
Yeah, you nailed it. You nailed it. Thank you so much. Your impulse on buy. I know you're a guy. Men don't have much of impulse buying, but I will say
It's not really impulse. It's just I'll say unplanned responsibility. Yeah.
Unplanned responsibility. Okay, I need to write
Yes.
down. So this unplanned responsibility, is it to others or to you?
Say that again.
I said this unplanned responsibilities, is it to others or to you?
Or to others.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So we'll need to work on the budgeting, just like you said, so that we can be intentional, every one of us. And also, I want everyone in this group by next year to have their own house. All right. I'm trusting God that everyone in this community should have their own house by next year. There was something I posted in the group some months, I think 2 months ago, about getting a grant from Newfoundland government to for them to pay your down payment. I think depending on how much the house is. I posted that last, I think 2 months ago, if I'm not mistaken, or a month, and there was only one person that reached out to me, and the person applied, and thankfully it has been approved for the person. So the question is, why are you not applying for it when it is there? Because if this year you have worked so much, you might not be able to qualify for that. So your T4 for last year might be what we will need, because probably for if you didn't work much last year, because that is only for low income earners. So why are you not applying for it when it is there? It's posted in the group, public knowledge for everybody to see, and you guys are not applying. My dear, I want everyone here, and for you to say, okay, I'm a student, that doesn't matter. As a student, as long as your permit still has 183 days, you can buy a house. Don't say it's only for people that have work permits. No, everyone who is a student, you have work permit, you can buy a house in Newfoundland. Other province can be, have their own system, but in Newfoundland, you can buy a house. So there is no reason why you're not buying a house by next year. You still have, today is 29. Go to the group. If you have not applied for it, apply before 2025 closes, so that your T4 for 2025 can be used to get you approved for it if you're qualified for it. All right. So that's about that. Thank you so much, Shimon. Please make our time and be attending our session. It's always full of information. The reason why we are gathered here is not because we just want to have a time together. No, it's because we want to help ourselves, every one of us. We want to create a community where every one of us thrive, right? So thriving is in your relationship with God, thriving in your finance, thriving in your relationship with your woman, relationship with Mr. Right and Mr. Right and Mr. Left. Anyone. All right. So we want every one of us to thrive. In our marriages, we want to thrive. So please make our time to join. Because it will, just like I told you in church on Sunday, it will be of no use being in the community. Why program is happening all the time, you're not joining the community. What is the essence? You just remove yourself and just take your use your time for something important, not to be in the community. All right? Because I used to say you are in the community because you need help. And if you are here because you need help, you should be able to join meeting when help is provided. If you have a question, ask a question. If I don't know the answer, we're going to get someone that know the answer to come and answer the question for us. That's what we're a community. All right. Okay. Thank you so much, Roshimo. I'll move to Demisola.
Okay.
Are you done with your meeting?
No, I'm not done, but I'm on the system.
Okay.
So my second ear is listening to what they are saying.
So you have to give us one ear here. All right. So I know your matter already, but that way I'll ask you. Okay. So to just give you a lowdown, because I'm already in her matter, so that I'm giving you a lowdown. She's talked a lot of money in is it RBC or TD, and without investing the money was just there. So I asked her, why is this money there? She said, money is just there. I said, okay. So I said, this money will never grow. TFSA is for you to invest the money, not for you to just keep money in account sleeping. Okay. So God helping, she had to move all of that investment to her Wealthsimple. So we are working on that at the moment. Okay. So if you are here, you have TFSA somewhere, just talk, waiting and sleeping. There is no difference with that and your savings account or your checking account, if that is all you do. So TFSA is for you to invest the money so that the proceed that comes from that money will be tax-free. But imagine if you're not investing the money, then what is the essence of having your money in your TFSA? And for those that used to put money in TFSA and you remove it, be withdrawn the money as if it is checking account, TFSA is not meant that way. It's not meant for that purpose. Because anytime you remove money from TFSA, you have taken out that window. Don't forget you have a window for a year for your TFSA account. So if you have 7,000 in your TFSA and you withdraw 6,000, what it means is that you have taken out 6,000 from your window. So the balance is, I think the balance for TFSA is at least 7 or 8,000. I think 7,000 if I'm not mistaken. Sister Soon, I'll be helping my matter.
7,000.
It's 7,000, and it's your accumulative is what shows on your CRA. So you always have to go back to your CRA to find out what your contribution room is.
All right, thank you. So by the time you take out money from that account, that means that window you have, the only balance you have is what is left. So you don't withdraw money from TFSA as if it is checking account. No, that account is for investments. You put money there, leave that money to grow, leave your investment to grow, unless it is really necessary that you have to take it out. All right. Okay, so Bemisola, how has it been?
Sir, well, it's going on well. So far so good. My savings is still very okay.
Savings.
Yes, I have. So I put a little amount in my other savings accounts.
Let me stop you first. Wait, I need you to be specific with the name. Okay, the emergency fund. Call it emergency fund. Not to be adding word savings in this meeting.
Okay, emergency fund.
Yes. Go ahead.
So I have a little amount in my emergency fund, and then I've not done anything on automation yet, and I'm looking into getting my budgeting right.
Okay, your budgeting. All right, so your automation, hopefully you should be able to complete that within tomorrow, because your analysis has been done and it's ready. It's just for us to have time to get it done. All right.
Okay,
So
sir.
we'll look at that together, hopefully this night or tomorrow. Just that we don't used to work the same shift again. We're in day, I'm in night. That's why. So we'll look at that again together and see how that goes. But for the budgeting, I think all of us, I would say all of us are in this business together of budgeting. Because we need to help ourselves. All of us need to help ourselves. Because I understand that it's not easy, but budgeting in this kind of economy. Because the environment is not designed for you to save money. That is one thing you must know. It's not designed that way. It's designed for you to just spend. That is why all the banks are ready to give you credit card. Go and pay. You know, just buy. Keep buying, even when you don't have. No problem, we are behind you. Keep buying. At the end of the day, by the time they give you bill, you will not realize that what is happening here. So that
Broken, please. I need to give report in the other meeting. I'll be back.
Okay,
I'm
all right.
sorry, sir.
That's fine. So for you to really invest in this kind of economy or this kind of environment, it is something that you have to be very intentional. Very, very intentional. All right. Okay. So that's for. All right. Moses, are you here? Moses Akinrimola. Moses, are you here? Please, if you are here on mute, I will need to see your video, please. All right, while Moses comes, Michelle, is this you or your husband?
It's me. He's gone to work, so I'm here.
How is baby?
He's fine by God's grace.
Okay. So how has 2025 been?
Maybe we've not really been serious with things. We are able to budget at the beginning of the year and even monthly, but adhering to it is also a challenge. Other external responsibilities and all that. It doesn't make us disciplined to what we budget to do. The savings too, we are trying. We save a bit, but as if we look at the income that comes and then what we are saving, it's not making sense. We don't have any investments, so it's one of the reasons why we joined the Thrive, to get to know investment opportunities we can look at. So that's it.
All right, thank you very much, Michelle. For investment, we're gonna work with you. All right. We're gonna work with you to get that sorted as soon as possible. And also for your budgeting. All of us there, almost everyone that have spoken are in this shoe together. All right, we're all in this together. So we need to have a section specifically for budgeting. All right. And for those that are interested to have my new automated budgeting sheet, I'll be glad to share. But just know that it's not, you have something you have to, align to your own needs, or you can just leave it that way. If there's nothing in it, fill the parts that are important to you. All right. And just like I said earlier, there will never be a time where there are no responsibility. All right. Because you really feel bad by the time at the end of the year when you see your T4, the places you have worked, you use calculator and calculate how much you have in that T4. And you now check your accounts, how much in this money is in my account. You realize that 1, there is nothing in the account. 2, you don't have any investment to all of the money you made in 2025. There's this feeling that is just that I didn't try, that kind of feeling, right? So I'm going to work with you and your husband to, get started. It might be small, but you just need to be consistent. 100 balls bi-weekly might look small, but you'll be shocked at what that amount will give by the end of the year. And there's also what is called a compound interest. So by the time you invest, compound interest sets in. So it might be as little as 100 balls, 200 balls. Many of us started with that. And I still have my automation for 100 balls bi-weekly. Right now, I still have my automation for 100 balls bi-weekly. But beyond that, I have sales of automation. So I have certain stocks that, okay, these stocks, 1, 2, 3 stocks, I have automation for them. These other stocks, I have automation for them. So that's how I automated my own investing. All right. So, but we're no longer in that 100 right now. There has been progress. So that you are starting with 100 doesn't mean that you are not doing well. It just means that there is room for growth and you are actually trying. Okay. So we're going to have conversation with your husband. Let's know where you are and what your risk levels are for you and your husband, and how we can help you guys to start up something. All right?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Michelle, for telling us stuff. All right, Moses. Is Moses here now?
Yeah, Mr. Ken, it's Shewa.
Hey, so
Shewa.
my friend, open your mic. This thing, you. Me and you, we have fights to fight. Though.
Yes, I know we have fight to fight.
Because you have to tell me that kind of sleep that is making not to be joining prayer.
I know.
I need to see your face. Is your husband with you? Are you there? All right.
Yes, I'm here. Sorry.
Is your husband around?
Yes, he's around, but we have a visitors.
Okay, finish with your visitor. Let's another person talk to us. Then later we'll come back to you.
Okay, sir.
All right. Jules, the importer exporter, are you here? Jules, please, we need you. We need you here, please.
Hello, good evening. I'm at work, sir, but before you guys finish, I'll say something.
Okay, so we just have 2 of you right now to speak.
Oh, 2 of us. Okay,
yes.
okay.
Yeah,
okay, let me just briefly.
So is here. Okay, just go ahead. Or you want a little time, you can talk to Eso while you.
Okay, I'll talk with. Let me hear from the financial ability first.
Is it financial person care?
All right. So
Wow. Please,
let's see
I
your
hope you
face.
know that somebody that works in the bank to need someone to plan their finances.
No,
And
it's It's not like that. So even I have series of friends. In fact, for me, I also have experience in the bank, so I know what is that.
Exactly. So
It's,
like
it's not easy.
it's not the fact that you're giving financial advice does not mean that your finances are
Yeah,
what they should be. But we
yeah.
thank God. So I just joined you guys yesterday. Uh so what will I say for myself? I mean, I'm based on all the reports everyone has been giving. I have automated savings. Not savings, I have automated investments. But when I came to Canada, I had different goals. So like when I was investing or when I had my automated savings, when Abdul was talking about your mutual fund not earning so much for you, my question to him is what is the risk profile? And like you rightly said, when people are managing your portfolio for you, there's a different thing. But when you're doing it yourself, in individual stocks and whatnot, so you tend to have like better like return depending on how you manage it.
Yeah.
But there's a reason why sometimes it's better for you to go to a managed fund. And if you think you have the time and the resources and everything, you should do it yourself. So that's now up to you. That being said, yes, I work in the bank or in a bank, or I've worked in a financial institution for a long time. So I kind of like have the background knowledge for all of this. But like I said, when I first came to Canada, I had a different goal. And so I had to have my investments, which were always automated. In fact, I made a mistake, and I hope that even in this, people don't make the same mistake. When I came, I opened all my registered accounts, RRSPs, everything. But I didn't realize that I wasn't supposed to start contributing to my RRSP because I didn't work the previous year. So I over contributed, but I was within the bracket of the 2001 once in a lifetime um
Content.
allowance that did not allow me to start paying 10% per the amount that I contributed. So even in that, you have to be careful. And as I said, I was in a conservative portfolio because I knew that I had like a less than 3 year goal to get my house. And by God's grace, I've bought my house. So now I am, what is the word? I have always been now I'm going to tell you the reason I joined, because it's now I don't think I'm doing a review. I'm doing a moving forward. So now that plan that has closed. It came with its own expenses. Oh my God. Ah, yes, have your house, but ready for those add-on expenses because you're plenty. And of course, yes, I'm also going to start saving all of that for another house. But I mean, the FHS, all those things are gone right now. I don't have those rooms anymore. But now I want to go more aggressive on my investment. So technically or not technically, what you would be most likely be advised on when you're trying to save for a down payment for a house or whatever is to try to have your investment in close to risk-free investment so that your capital is protected. Now I've passed that phase. I need to start making real money. And that's the truth. And uh, people say you're working in the bank. I promise you, working in the bank doesn't really give you so much money. This is not a slander or anything, at least in retail. So I have to be very what's the word? I have to be very intentional about making my money, no matter how little it is, work for me and change. I have already changed the nature of my so it's not on the component of my investment is not on the basic risk, like it has passed or regular jests and all of that. And even the mutual funds are now more interest, like I'm more risk inclined. But now I know that maybe I have to be like actively monitoring my stocks and doing individual stocks and all of that. So that's where I'm at. I just need guidance because the truth of the matter is that this has always been the issue for me, even when I was in Nigeria. Um, I I have to, that's the word, because most of the time I'm always very quick to saying, okay, if this money, help me manage it. This is the money, and give me the like investment advice, because that's what I do for people. And then in turn, I try to like take it to someone. Okay, this is the money I have. You do it for me. I don't have to do that. I can do that for my work, but I don't want to do that for myself. Right? But I'm quickly realizing that if you don't do the work, nobody else really will. Because yeah, there's some decisions you have to make for yourself, and even the fees you pay and don't pay and all of that. Of course, so you're paying for experience and the knowledge that people have gained. Sometimes it has to be you to make that bold step. So that's where I am. So I yes, impulse buying are those things that you do not really plan for. But this year, a lot of things happened that I didn't plan for, and I had to like, oh, come. Like for instance, but I didn't know at the beginning of my year my parents were coming, and my mom is here till next year. You have to like, so those things I won't call them impulse, but I'll call them responsibility. Do I have emergency funds? Yes, I do. My emergency funds are not even around me. Like they're far away. Yeah, I have emergency funds, but my goal into 2026 is no matter how small, my money must work for me and to the highest possible way. So I think I'm being open now. I'm being much more open than I was if you asked me this 6 months ago, to taking more risk. Yeah, that's what I would say. That's my own
So your
2025
budgeting, how is your budgeting like?
But I have okay, so I have a budgeting thing that I have with my what you call it, mobile app, where there's a tool that you can add on to the app where you put your maximum for each. I would still ask you for your budgeting template, but like you put your cap, okay, how much you spend on transport. So if you like have a bus pass, you put that, and the more you spend, it automatically filters into those buckets, and then when it's not exceeding, it's blinking red, like you're good. I have that, but in getting a house now is much different, because all those things that I put as triggers are not the same anymore. So now I have to manually put in, okay, now you have mortgage payments, people are paying you rent, how much is going in, how much is going out. Like, so now that can't work for me. So I got a budgeting tool or an Excel sheet. I would really like to see yours, because for me, one of the problems that I have is having to manually go back and do stuff. I'm tracking myself, and it's the same reason why I don't like want to have individual stocks that I'm investing in. Shemal said is conservative is not. You have crypto. That's not a conservative person will never have crypto or like individual stock.
No,
You
that's
have no idea.
that's like
I don't
5%
have those. So I know what, and to be honest, I know I'm not even conservative, right? But Shemal, you're not conservative in any way, form, or shape. So just have that at the back of your mind. Yeah, but I need a better budgeting tool. I know I still have to go back, and I've already told myself moving into 2026, I have to maybe dedicate a day or a certain time where, you know what, I'm reviewing my finances, what I did this year, and putting it and then working better. But that's a new element that has been introduced to me that I'm trying to incorporate. So yes, I still need help with my budgeting. I need a better tool. Probably what you have is going to be way better for me. Yeah.
So your emergency fund, you said is far. How is it far?
What?
Can you access it? You said your emergency fund. You say
what I mean is far. I mean that it's not something that I would just say today I want to have access. It's not. That's wrong. If I want to have access to it, I'll have access to it. But it is not in Canada. I have it saved in USD back in Nigeria that has more interest than the most conservative or whatever here. But I know if I want access to it right now, I'll get it. But it's not like within my purview. Like,
so how many hours will it get to you if you need it now?
Almost immediately. Almost immediately. I just don't want to have, because if I had it so close to me, I know the amount of times where I know myself, and with everything that's happened this year, I just feel like, oh, I can touch it. So
Minister of Enjoyment.
No, it's not that. I actually, let me now tell you, when people say I'm always enjoying, I actually budget. I have a part of my salary that goes to enjoyment. So I save $50 every pay stub for trips. So that is not, oh, today I feel like if that money is not complete, I'm not going anywhere. So it's an important part of my life. So I budget it into my life, right?
Very
So
important.
yeah.
All right. This sheet I also made has that section for enjoyment for all
Yeah.
of it. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. This is really educating. We're going to work with you on this, on the budgeting. All right. Then the stock stuff, we're going to work with you on that too. God helping us. All right. Just like I said earlier, I want every one of us to thrive. I want every one of us to thrive. If I tell you how much I've made this month alone without even laying a finger, you'll be shocked. So, I want every one of us to thrive. That is it. And with that, I belong to communities that I pay money just to have their newsletter. All right. And what we are doing here, and we don't even have this session. What we are doing here is for free. But I still wonder why some people find it hard making our time to join. Understand? Because my wife can tell you last month or 2 months ago, I paid $100 just to be in a community like this. So they were getting this for free. I don't know how long it's going to be for free. I don't know how long, but until then, enjoy it, while it lasts. Okay. So that's that. And having your money work for you. The money will really have to work for you in 2026. And like I said earlier, every one of us must make money. All right. Every one of us must make money. And when I'm having a conversation with someone as regard to investing, the first question I ask you, what is your risk level? It's only when I say that your risk level matches mine, that is when I can even show you my own portfolio. If your risk level doesn't match my own, if you see my own portfolio, you might have a heart attack. Right? Because my risk level is, if there's the highest level of risk, that's my own risk level. So I throw money as if I am Dangote. When I do my analysis and I see that this company has a potential, I go all out for it. And after investing, I can remember one of the stock I invested. After investing, that stock has gone, after investing, the stock went down 50%. Down 50%. But I'm not afraid, because my investing is not for short time. All right. So I know that the company will regularize itself. Company like, for instance, I'm just using this for instance, I'm not saying you should go and buy it. Company like Nokia. Nokia, after the whole evolution and the phone business, Nokia went down, their stock went down. But right now, because of a company that invested in Nokia, only the name of that company that invested in Nokia, if I tell you in 24 hours how many investors went back to Nokia, you'll be shocked. So there are lots in this investment journey, and you should know your risk level. And also, I want to say this here. No one is holding your password to your account. There's no one here that will say, okay, or can I have access to my account? No, I don't do that. I don't even have access to your own fund. I only ask you, okay, what is there? Let's see this is what I have. And know that the risk is, I'm only guiding you. All right. So that not tomorrow you come and say, bro, Ken, you made me do this one. I didn't make you do anything, so that you know. All right. Okay. So that is Sister Esther. Thank you so much. Danny, Are you here now?
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, sir. I wish we can see
Yeah,
your
thank you.
right?
Sorry, I have not been punctual because I've been up and down, up and down. So, well, it's good. Nice to be among you guys. My own is not really that official like the way everybody own is. I work my own with my brain.
As a businessman. Right.
I can at any point when you wake me up, I can tell you my money, my savings, and investment. So I have a life insurance, and I pay a premium of 300 that covers me for like 450,000, and also does my investment and stuff for me. I have a business, couple of is it a couple of business? I guess I'm just around, just doing anything I want to do. So most times though at the moment I have my cash because I need it for proof of fund and stuff like that. But next year I'm still going to like change some of my goals, which I'm still working on. Aside that, my package for my life insurance takes care of every investment I love to do. So it's a moderate risk investment for now, just because I still have other things distracting me. So, but once I'm focused, I'm still going to dive in much more. So that's just me. Then when it comes to budgeting, my budgeting is it's a very tight one. I only go for what I need. I'm not more of the luxurious type. So if I don't need it, I don't need to spend for it. So that's just my lifestyle. It has always been my lifestyle right from childhood. So if I'm spending on it, it means I need it. If an emergency comes that has to do with maybe family and stuff, I'll tell you, okay, don't worry, we'll plan towards it next month. But I don't have you in this month. I'll tell you very clearly. The worst you can do is to hate me. That's all. So, but I try to make sure that I have a very tight budget, and I'm able to plan for what I do, because that's just how I survive. The budget has to be tight. No emotional feelings attached to it. No sentiments. I don't have that intention of feeling bad. If I say I want to keep this money, I want to keep this money. If I want to keep this money for this, it's for that. Whether people are posting on WhatsApp or Instagram, it's none of my business. The money is there for what I want it for. So that's just me. But next year, after I'm done with what I have in plan, next year I wish to do other things and see how it comes up. That's all.
Okay, I think two hands up. Abdul, go ahead.
Is the hands up? Is it to ask me question? I mean to support me?
No, I don't know what just
No, it's not for me. It's a question. It's a personal question. So I wanted to know, with investments, like, what is the ratio of you putting in money to the stock going up to actually know if it's a good investment?
okay. I will come back to your question. Let's finish up with tricks. So do you want to say something?
Yes, my question. So this is just a general question because I've noticed that a couple of people have been saying it. When you are trying to apply for proof of funds, is there any rule that says it must be liquid cash, like it must be money in your account? And I'm saying this because I came in directly from Nigeria as PR. My money was never in my bank account. It was always an investment. As long as the investment is in my name, it was accepted. So that's why I'm asking, so that people don't now, because they are waiting, except there's now an explicit law. There's nothing, as long as the funds, whether it's an investment or, but I stand to be corrected because I did this like how many years ago. I don't see why you should let your money just stay in cash if it can be earning money for you. Just saying, I don't know. I'm just asking. It's just a contribution.
Okay. We'll come back to this question because this is a very important question. I know that you have your hand up, but I won't call you now. Let's finish up with Chooks. We'll come back to these questions. All right. So Chooks, are you there?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay. Thank you so much for sharing. And there's a scripture that says, "Write down the vision." Understand that we all have different view, and also as a businessman we have we're very meticulous with funds, right? But that's also a place of writing, okay? Because many times with things coming around now, madam coming in, everything happen at the same time, you realize that there are a whole lot that are in the plates, which will lead to many times, forgetting some stores or not paying the adequate attention certain things demands. So there's a place of writing down what's up, and also the budgeting, just like you said. At least I'm so happy with that, knowing fully well that you only buy what you need, so no impulse buying. All right, no impulse buying. And as a businessman, because money is going in and out, it's very important that system be kept in place where you can be able to just look and know how much is going in for your business, how much is going in for your own expenditures, how much is going there without cracking the brain. Let me figure what I'm saying, sir.
Yes, I do. I have that in my head.
Okay. If that works for you, why not? If that works for you,
it actually works for me. Because why? Because so is like I told you, I'm not, when it comes to money, I'm not the emotional person that is tied to money. Or maybe you call me and give me a story and I'm running helter skelter. So I try to make sure I'm very, very organized when it comes to dealing with money, even though I'm not so into all a lot of investment because of the way I came. So finishing school, it's just now I'm working, so I'm now making money and stuff like that. I had to come settle school fees and stuff like that and all those things. So the way I came, but as each day unfolds, we are learning and we are getting new skills, education. So Excel sometimes the way, because as business, sometimes I may not really have that time to come and sit down Excel, and maybe after running around, I'm tired, I sleep off, and maybe before I discover it at the end of, I'm like 1 week down, I've not recorded anything on my Excel. So I usually try to just make sure my head is working, my calculator is nearby. Once I get order, I press. I see what's there. I see what I have to go. I see the expenses. If it's okay, and I have this thing to save, I just dive into it and finalize that. So I try as much as possible just to make sure that whatever it is, I'm making something, and I'm able to keep it well. So, but next year, that's when I'm diving, because now I'm done with school. It's work. So
what's the plan for next year?
I
mean, like investment plan for next year.
Last year there was nothing serious. It's just I had to next year.
Is there any plan for diversification for next year?
Next year is broad though. We're still working on it though, because we already have the kind of insurance I joined, which is the same thing I told you about me, is I vary. So it's $300 per month, and they take care of all the shares and all every investment you have to do in terms of housing and all those things. So everything is just impacting that place. Then I still have I still want to set up some few, though I'm still working on them. It's not like fix, because when madam comes in, a lot of things is gonna change. So I don't have a strong structure, because when she comes, I'll want to know what she too wants to do and see how I can support and all those things. So, but personally, for my own self, my business is running, registered, settled already and stuff. And so just to keep on getting more audience, and as the audience come, we expand with it. And then we'll just see what next year offers, and we'll know what to do. So I still have other little businesses in Nigeria, even though I don't count them, but they are still running and doing fine, but they're still just there.
All right, that's fine. As long as the system you have works, why not? All right, why not? Now maybe later in the year, when Madam comes, we'll be able to sit back and review what you have.
Definitely.
Yeah, thank you so much. So back to the question. I will answer the one for ESO. ESO, are you here?
Yes, I am.
All right. So for proof of fund as regard to IRCC, you don't need to liquidate your investment. All right. Proof of fund for IRCC investments can also assets like that can also be counted. What you have in your investment can be counted as your proof of fund. So you don't need to liquidate your investment. But for proof of fund, as for housing, like what's it called? Mortgage, I stand to be corrected because last time I had this challenge where I was told I need it in this account. So many times the mortgage brokers, they will ask you, get the money out of the put it in the account. So maybe you can advise us better if it's something that can still be used even while it's in an investment for your mortgage.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. So I asked the question regarding the proof of funds because I'd heard 2 or 3 people say they had to pull out money from their investment for their proof of funds. I just think that we should disabuse our mind from that mindset. You don't need to take out money from your investment and stop your investment for your proof of funds. The money is yours, is in your name, so keep it there. For your mortgage, I get why the brokers will say they want the money in your account because for them, they are more risk takers, for lack of better words, than the bank. But you will pay it may or may not reflect in your mortgage rate. So there are certain things that so I'll use this for me. I had my money in FHSA, RRSP, and TFSA. It was all diversified, and they were all in investments. It's just that if your money is in RRSP, the money should have stayed in the RRSP or in the investment, whatever, for a minimum of 90 days. Anything after 90 days, they can't use that money to put into your down payment, right? And it has to be, at least for the bank, it has to be in an investment that when you liquidate, you get it within 24, 48 hours, right? So, but the brokers may not want that because depending on the bank, sometimes they may not keep to that timeline. They don't want anything to make the what you call it, the deal not pull through.
Yeah.
So you may need to have the investment up to a certain time, and by the time the deal is almost close to the end, you liquidate it and it's there for like at least they're just losing like a month or maybe 2 weeks worth of interest. But ideally, it doesn't really matter. And okay, yes, that's true. I could liquidate my stuff from FHSA and all of that. And when it was time to pay my down payment, the bank didn't pull through. But luckily for me, the money came afterwards. Like that timeline. The advisor that was helping me to liquidate didn't liquidate it on time. So when it was time to make the payment, because I even wanted to close the house earlier than I wanted for different reasons, but it didn't pull through. But luckily for me, I had a line of credit that I took the money out of, that paid off, and immediately it's liquidated. I paid back my line of credit, and the interest rate, because it was the bank's fault, was reimbursed. But the brokers may not have that kind of
patience
with you, or they may not just want to risk it, even if they do, because for them it's about closing the transaction. And that's the reason why most often than not, when the banks tell you no, the brokers have said yes 10 times, right? Because The other is like cash and carry. So I always get the reason for going for a broker. Trust me, I may have gone for a broker. It's just that the bank was also matching my rates, and I have different perks because of the obvious. But that's it. But yeah, that's why the brokers may prefer that the money is cash in your account, but otherwise you don't need to. It's just that you need to have liquidated it from any investment at least a week before, because the timeline for, and it depends on the type of your investment. And if it's very risky, for instance, anything can happen that
Yeah.
the what you had that was maybe 10K tomorrow is now 2K. So there are so many other factors to why they will want it as cash and carry, because they're going the extra mile for you to get it done anyway. So it should not now fall at the end of the deal, right? That's why the brokers may lean to you having cash. But I just want to say that for your proof of funds, please don't stop investing because you have to show IRCC your just tell your bank to print out your portfolio for you, like the summary of your entire statement, your cash, your checking, savings, and your investment. IRCC will see, so you can continue with your investment. Don't stop your investment because of proof of funds. Your investment is still your money.
Yeah. I think the people that spoke about liquidating is actually because of property related. All right, thank you so much. Abdul. Okay. Let's answer Abdul first, then I'll come back to you.
Yes,
Abdul,
I'm still
are you still here? So what was can you repeat your question?
Yeah, so my question was, what is the ratio of you putting money into your stock and your stock growing for you to know that you're investing correctly, or you're making profits in your investments?
The answer to this question is not straightforward, right? Now, before you invested in that instrument, what did you do? So there are a lot of things that has to be done before before you put in your money to particular instruments. You don't just wake up because a friend said this and said that. What in the last 1 year, in the last 2 years, in the last 3 years, in the last 5 years, how has been the performance of this instrument you are investing on or you invested in? All right. So a whole lot of things has to be, we look at a lot of things. We don't just wake up and put in money, because a particular instrument can do well maybe within a month, and after that it goes down, because little things like change in management can affect a particular stock. Change, just as simple as change in management, can affect a particular stock. You understand? So a whole lot of things. A company that has not been doing well, that they have maybe a new management, that alone, that announcement can cause a push in the market just for that particular stock. So a whole lot of things has to be looked out for. It's not just a straight answer. We have to look at some factors before answering that question. All right. Did you get that?
Yeah, I got that, sir.
Yeah. So maybe if you can, detail me the information later, can look at that particular instrument and say, okay, this is this particular instrument. How has the instrument been doing for the past 1 year, the past 6 months? Look at the market trend. That part, for instance, if you're investing on, let's say, in oil and gas, if we compare this particular instrument to other instruments in the same oil and gas, what is the performance? You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't compare oil and gas with AI. No. You look at oil and gas with oil and gas. You look at AI with AI. You look at just like that, all the companies within themselves, how has it been performing this particular instrument? What is, the performance of this particular company in the last 1 year? If you look at it, okay, this company gave 1 year, but from January till now, what is the news in the market, as regard to this company? The management, had there been change in management for the last 1 year? All right. Benches here, similar industry here. So has there been change in management in the last 1 year? And a whole lot of things. So we look at a lot of factors before deciding to go for a particular instrument. You understand? So, like when I started, I know that I did some mistake. All right. One of the mistake I did was investing in US instruments in a TFSA. What's it called? A dividend US instrument in TFSA. So that was one of the mistake I did, which is not supposed to be. So, and I have to be paying their 15% withholding tax to US government. So, but that's just one of them. All right. So there are a whole lot of factors we need to consider before answering that question. It's not a straightforward, answer. All right. Obe, can you ask your question now?
So I wasn't really going to ask a question. I was just going to buttress what Eto said about the proof of funds for PR. So basically, because I've had friends that like different people that have done it, and basically a lot of people don't have to pull their investments, but specifically I had to pull mine because my officer that was assigned to me requested, like I for some reason, I don't know, I feel like she was just being problematic, but she actually requested for the funds to be in my account. So I think it just depends from person to person and based on the officer you get. That was all I was going to add.
Well, thank you for that update. All right, everyone. And lastly, we're going to be doing this for everyone. Now, we're going to, I don't know that, I think there's a session you can chat me privately. Can you chat me privately? Can you check the chat if you can chat me privately?
No, it's for everyone to see.
So this Google Meet don't have that.
No, Google Meet doesn't have it. It's Zoom that has it.
Oh, okay. Okay, so maybe we can, because some person wouldn't want this particular stuff to, for that people to know. It's totally up to you. But if you want, what I want to know, your 2026 investment target. Everyone need to send that. Whether you chat it, you drop it in the chat, or you send it directly to me, because we want to help everyone accountable. Every one of us accountable for the year 2026. All right. This is what I want to invest for the year 2026. So that at the end of first quarter 2026, we're going to review that or see how well we have done. If we have to, do a calculation, are you in where you're supposed to be for 2020 for your investment? Are you where you're supposed to be? If you're not there, we encourage you to keep pushing. All right. It's not because we want to win hunt you. Nobody's gonna win hunt you. We are only a community that wants all of us to win. Right? So you chat me. Either you do it, since it's not allowed here, you can do it on WhatsApp. But if you want to drop it here for everybody to see, that is also fine. All right. But now we are talking now, because I know if we drop this call now, many of us will disappear to oblivion. So please chat me your investment targets for 2026. All right, I'm looking at my WhatsApp now. Are you people still thinking? I'm waiting.
But I'm thinking, what if I don't have the answer right now?
No, you have to have the answer, because I said this. I mentioned this yesterday. We've forgotten. We're not here.
Yes, but you mentioned that we're gonna have this, but I didn't know what it was about. Like I literally just joined yesterday, so I don't know anything. But I would have the answer to you before the end of the year, because yeah.
Wait, Brother Ken, do you mean like how much we want to put into our investments for next year?
Or how much you want to make?
Yes, like for what I mean is not the profit. What I mean is the cash that will move from your account to your investment account for the year 2026. Okay, so that is what I mean. So
my question is Is it going to be on a monthly basis, or it's for the individual to decide that?
So what I'm asking is cumulatively. So at the close of 2026, if we look at your investment account, how much you have contributed for that year, that is what we're asking for. So for instance, if you say you want to invest 12,000, for instance, it means every month you have to invest 1,000. Am I correct?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. So every month 1,000 have to leave your account to your investment account. So that is what I'm asking. Every one of us will need a target, because many times what we do is just having savings. So I want to save this amount, but rarely do we have an investment target to say I want to invest this amount. So in the year 2026, every one of us, because that will also reflect in your Excel to say, okay, in the budgeting sheet, it will reflect. That's how I automated it. So as you're investing, you'll be seeing the balance that is left for you that year. You understand? You'll be seeing the balance that is left for you for that particular year. So, all right, I'm getting some response already.
Can I see your camera? I think my own is complex.
No problem. We can see behind closed door.
Yes, sir.
All right. Shimo, are you still a student?
No, I'm not. Hello? No, I'm not a student. I'm working.
Then what you're sending to me is not realistic. It's way below you. So if you're a student, I don't have an issue with that. But if you're not a student, I don't see any reason why you should have that as your plan for 2025 and 2026, the whole of the year. No.
Should be more.
Should be what you're saying to me should even be monthly.
that's
So we can look at that, but you need to review that.
Okay.
If you're a student, that's fine. But if you're not a student, then what you're sending to me is not at all. It's not at all. All right.
So.
Okay, so I'm getting response. They have sent. Who have not sent? Benisola, I've not seen your own. Benisola, I've not seen yours. Where is Benisola? She has traveled.
Broken, I'm working on it.
Broken, what did Broken do? Where is your own? Send your own. I want to see your own. Okay.
So that would be
okay.
20.
Tolu.
I can hear you.
This is your team. We need to push it up a little.
For real?
For real.
And that's the minimum now.
Even the minimum.
You said minimum.
Even the minimum is not even minimum. It's not. No, we need to push it up a little bit. Okay. We need to walk around it. We need to push it up.
That's what I did for us there. That's what I did for this year.
Because see what you did within a short time. So if you go with that and the whole of the year, there's something that is to say that you can achieve more, right?
So 20 divided by.
See, people will say Igbo people are the people that like money. What you are doing calculator now, you are using calculator to be calculating everything. When Bro Chus was talking, all of you were just looking when he said he used to use calculator to calculate. Okay, so we're waiting for just send it. I think where is she? Adeshua. All right. So
That's 5.
Nate,
60.
calm down, calculate in your mind before we calculating like people in all right, so Adeshua, welcome. So how has it been financially for the year 2026? 5, sorry. Is your husband there? I even want your husband to talk. Is he there?
No, it's not here.
Okay.
Okay, so for 2025, in the aspect of savings, yeah, we tried. Budgeting, most times we spend above budget.
You spend above budget because you are the one spending.
Exactly. I specifically I spend above budget, and I'm actually, though after the last section, the impulsive buy, I've been like I've worked on it, so it's actually reducing. And the investment, sincerely, there's no investment for this year. Okay, we have the TFSA, but with everything I had, you said TFSA is not like an investment like that. It's just like a savings account, right? So I won't say we have an investment per se like that. So which we are
No,
open to.
let me correct something.
Okay, sir.
TFSA is an account, all right, that you can use for your investment. It's not like a savings account. It's only when you put in money to TFSA and you don't invest it, and
Okay,
you
yeah.
treat it like a savings account, that is when there's a problem. All right.
Yeah,
It's just
okay.
like a room where you can use for your investment, and what you get out of that room is not taxed.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. So
Okay, so the TFSA in our own case is just there. We don't use it for any investment. So actually for 2026, we're actually hoping to achieve something in terms of investments. That's it, sir.
okay. I know we had a conversation on this last time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I wish your husband is here to he would have answered more questions on this stuff. But let's book a session and have a chat with you and your husband on this matter. Okay.
All right, sir.
Okay. So thank God that at least God is delivering people with impulse buying. I'm so happy.
Yes, so God actually delivered me from that.
That's nice.
The 10-10-10 theory.
That's nice. All right. So now I know you might not be able to give me the answer to this, but you have to go and discuss with your husband. I want, as a family, not as an individual, as a family, what is your investment target for the year 2026? All right.
Okay.
Yeah. So I need you to discuss with your husband and send it to me as a chat. I need to see everyone in this community need to be held accountable. We don't want a community where people just do whatever they want. At the end of the year, it seems there's no progress. So the purpose of joining the community is not defeated if there's no progress. So we want everyone to, be held accountable, so that by the time we're asking you, we're not asking you based on assumption, we're asking you based on what you wrote down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So discuss with your husband. Let's know what's up is there. All right. So thank you. I think I've gotten for everyone. Baby. I told you have a very high kidnapping value. If I kidnap you like this, oh my God. All right. So it's nice.
Bro, Ken, why will you want to kidnap me?
I didn't say anything. I only say you have a kidnapping. All right. So thank you so much, everyone. At least we have this now. Please send if you have not sent. We want every one of us to be, to be held accountable. And as 2026 is coming, just like every one of us, majority of us here have stated, we need to work on our budgeting. Maybe our first meeting for 2026 is really going to be on budgeting. All right. We need to work on our budgeting. There are a whole lot of things we need to look out for 2026 and a whole lot of investment opportunities. All right. So let's be open, depending on your risk level. Let's be open, and God helping us, we're going to aim more. Okay. Beyond investing in stocks, I also have a trading system that I think this month alone for my trading account, I've made around $500 US dollars for my trading account. I'm not, it's just hands-free. So, and apart from that, the stocks, all of those are growing. So I want all of us to be there, because I want every one of us to be in that place where you don't need to stress. Even when you say you don't have money, not because you don't have, it is because the money is stopped places. They are scattered all over, and it's just they are growing. It's just that you cannot liquidate them for personal gain or for things that are really not, it doesn't make sense. All right. So that's about that. So 2026, get yourself prepared. It's going to be a very sweet ride for 2026. Very sweet ride. Work on your risk level. Work on your risk level. If you know you don't have a good risk level, we're also going to work with you on that. All right. And I want to say this here. I am not a licensed financial advisor. If you need a licensed financial advisor, you talk to Sister Eso. Okay. I am just a fellow that love investing. Okay. And every one of us that people that care to see my portfolio, can show my portfolio, these are the things I'm investing. And if you wish, you can also, invest in the likes of things I'm investing. All right. So I just need to clear this here so that you don't come out tomorrow and say our investment advisor said. No, I'm not a licensed investment advisor. All right. I'm just a fellow that is knowledgeable about a lot of things when it comes to investment. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Do you have any question we have not answered? Do we have a question we have not answered? Okay, so in the absence of that, we are going to call it a wrap for 2025. Thank you. I also like a copy of. Okay, so if you know you need my budgeting sheets, please drop me a chat. All right. If I don't see your chat, I'm not sending it to you. Okay. I'm even supposed to pay for this thing because it took me a lot of time to meet. But as a good fellow, I'll share it for free for those that cares to. All right. So if you need that, drop me a chat and I will share that with you. And if I share it with you, we have to use it too. Don't just go and keep it in your computer and be playing with it. You have to use it. So by the time in the next 1 or 2 months, and I ask you, you should be able to say, okay, this thing is helping you to track your fund. All right, so that will be a wrap for today. Thank you, Father, for this time of meeting. We will appreciate you and return of glory back to you. I will pray, oh Lord, all that we have discussed. We ask, oh Lord, that you help us. You help us, oh Lord, even the year 2026, that every one of us will thrive in our finance, in our investment, and every area of our life in the name of Jesus. Thank you, good God, for in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen. Thank you, everyone, and have yourself a good night.